Hello there YouTube, a bit later than planned this video, but I'm back on your screens once again, coming at you like an autumn wasp, of which there have been a few. Little bastards, aren't they? They know they don't have long left and they're determined to sting something before they die. I was going to do this video sooner, but things this side of the camera have not been going well, to say the least. It's, it's been hell, basically, for reasons that I'd rather not go into great detail about here on YouTube because they're a bit personal. Plus I started college and that's been taking up the vast majority of my time. The level of work this year is a lot more than it was last year. So I haven't had time and I've been under a lot of stress. Today actually has been the first day for a while that's went well. I actually slept a bit last night. And I'm in a fairly good mood and I've got some free time, so I'm gonna talk at the camera for a bit. This is going to be my belated auto assembly haul that I promised back in August, back when I got back. That doesn't sound right. When I got back from auto assembly, I promised I'd do a wee haul video, so here it is at last. I'm going to start at the most logical place at the beginning with the very first thing I bought this year. It's a rock. Not just any rock, a powerful living rock. Yes. And transforming it is a fucking doddle. It really is. Could not be simpler. It's just a case of folding out all limbs and extremities and spikes and things. And there he is. And isn't he just adorable? This is Spikestone, one of the Rock Lord beast thingies. There was two. There's him and Terror Rock, which I'm actually bidding on eBay. I'm hoping I'll get it because it's a rock that flies, and I find that hilarious. And it'd be nice to have both of them together. I actually had one of these as a kid. I think it was my brother's. I don't know. It was we always thought it was a Masters of the Universe thing because they had a few of those as well. We got Battle Cat somewhere. But yeah, we had no idea what it was, but it was cool because it was a big purple dinosaur that turned out a rock, and for some reason that was entertaining back when I was a wee kid. Ooh, it turns out a rock. But it was in a terrible state. The horn was broke off, the tail broke off more recently. I was going to get it and show you them both for a wee comparison, but for the life of me I cannot find it. I don't remember where I put it. But I bought a new one anyway, and it was like, I think it was about £2 for this wee thing. But I like him. Other as well, he's got for some reason he's got bones and things moulded into the... That was loud. He's got bones and things moulded into the body. Because I didn't know what it was as a child, the way I always thought of it was maybe it was a fossilised dinosaur that had been encased in rock and then come back to life. Logical structure out of the window now, because I'm just going to show you whatever comes to hand. Next up is this dude, who I think might actually have been the second one I bought, so I'm still following the structure, but beyond that I don't remember what order I bought any of these in. In any case, this is G1 Sandstorm, and he is adorable! Look at me, wee and boxy and orange, and he's very obviously wearing a propeller hat, which is just brilliant. And he's a triple changer, and he's, to my mind, of the original 3 Autobot triple changers, he's the good one. I love this, he's so cool. He doesn't stand up well, he just sort of shrinks. Like that. Checking out my balancing skills. Yeah. He's so sweet, he's so cool. Here's his little Dune buggy mode, and it could not be simpler to transform. I mean, you can see... you can basically see the robot mode if you just do that. I'm fairly sure a blind paraplegic slug could transform this guy. I love the fact that his wee engine there is just his head turned around. No, I'm a car now, can't see me, my car. And here's the chopper mode, which is also brilliant. I love it. It's so distinct and different from his other mode, and there's very little indication of it unless you turn it upside down. He does turn upside down, obviously, in the time-honoured tradition of all G1 triple changers, except Springer. Springer's 2 modes don't have that much distinction from each other, though, which is annoying. One thing I'm not sure about, these little... I think they're floats because it's supposed to be an aquatic helicopter. Do they go there or there? There? There. Who knows? People of the internet, it is up to you. And his propeller's turn, of course, which is nice. He's just nice and cute and orange. Very orange. Next up is Rhinox, who was awesome. I forgot what I was going to say now, but Rhinox is awesome. He was an awesome character in Beast Wars. He was arguably awesome in Beast Machines. They changed his character a lot, and a hell of a lot of fanboy rage was erupted and excreted and whatnot. I didn't like it at first. They made Rhinox into Tankor. And his shift from being a very peaceable hippie guy into sort of sharing in Megatron's genocidal hatred of all organic things. It didn't gel well with me initially, but it was interesting. And it was different, and it was pushing the boundaries and all those other lovely things that Beast Wars and Beast Machines did. And I have to love him for that. He's pretty cool. I got him because he's the better of the two Beast Wars Rhinoxes, simply because the original Beast Wars Rhinox is awful. I'm never buying one of those, ever. And he's got his tongue on his chest and teeth and huge flaps of rhino flab all over him. Not pretty, but this is nice. Very nice. I don't know what's up with his back feet. They are tiny and dainty and balletic, and his front feet are massive, and they will murder you if you look at them wrong. And of course he has a silly transport mode. And that's supposed to be it. He's like, I don't know, some kind of big rhinoceros tank thing, who knows. Owing to the nature of the transformation and the amount of kibble he has, I've discovered an unofficial centaur mode. Check that out. It really works as well, look at him. He's a centaur rhino thing. And he's got this weird weapon which is formed of his horn that looks like a sort of very crude cutting weapon, which is a bit of a step down after the enormous chain gun of Doom, but hey ho. You may notice as well, he has a very organic, muscular looking robot mode and a very shiny, chromy, robotic looking transmetal rhino mode, which is odd and a bit silly. There's his actual robot mode, of course. Just sort of fold his kibble legs out of the way. And there he is. For some reason in this mode he really reminds me of my uncle. I don't know why. Speaking of which, I'm one of those now, so yay me. I require all of you to call me Uncle Adam from now on. Remember when I said, you know what I really want? I really want Transmetal 2 Cheetor. I'm not entirely sure why, he's just gorgeous. Well, look what I've got here. It's a Transmetal 2 Cheetor, yay. I'm still not entirely sure what it is I like about him. I think it's the aesthetics. The melding of mechanical and animal, which is why Primal was so proud of him at that point. He's asymmetrical and he's huge and bestial and feral. He doesn't look like he should be a Maximal, and I'm glad they picked up on that and they characterised him as a bit dangerous and nasty in the show. He's not much of a transformer. You just stand him up and flip his head out. His arms are rubbish. His elbows only do that. Couldn't even have a wank if he wanted to fill. And we all know Cheetor was a wanker anyway. His tail comes out for reasons best known to itself. Is it meant to be a weapon? It's a shit weapon. It looks nothing like a weapon. Stop doing it, Hasbro. And I got Power Core Combiner, Smolder and Chopster. Yeah. Because that's what fire engines need, or fire trucks or whatever need. They need more miniguns, ladies and gentlemen. There should be some kind of petition that fire trucks should be armed with miniguns. Because that'll surely get rid of fires. Ooh, what I did. Lots. And there's Chopster, who has machine guns for hands and axes for legs, and a very phallic handle. Go up there. Of course. He's cute. And there's Smolder with the world's most mental shoulders. They're longer than his forearms. And little Chopster in his axe mode, which looks like something out of the Kama Sutra. He's pretty cool. His head is tiny and disproportionate. It actually looks better with his combine mode head out, which a lot of the power core combiners seem to do. Also, being a power core combiner, he has these ridiculous big blue boxy protuberances about his person, because Hasbro don't trust us enough to figure out that that's the combining element, so they need to make it as standoutish as possible. Speaking of insane shoulders, check this guy out. It's almost as big as he is. I have no idea what this is. Neither did the guy selling it to me. It's just an unknown transforming robot. But I threw caution to the wind and spent 1 GBP. It's alright, I guess. It's kind of nice aesthetically. He's no weight to him, really bad plastic toe joints, and not a lot going for him, but a fair amount. I'll probably kit bash this into something respectable at some point. I have oodles of kit bashing projects on the go at the moment. I mean, check this out. Now imagine that in all white with a few orange bits. Actually, my room is just littered with dismembered and decapitated Transformers. I feel like Sid Phillips. But this guy will soon go the way of those. But he's okay for a pound for something that I'm just going to take apart. I can't complain. I don't think it's a knockoff of anything. If anyone has any idea, let me know, please. Thank you. This is where it goes a wee bit shit, because after sitting in the bar with many a bemused trans fan, pondering the mysteries of life, the universe, and everything, we came up with this as the closest approximation to an alt mode as we could. Some kind of flying device, I guess. It looks kind of like a really shit custom F-Zero machine that always comes in last. The cockpit is nothing. It's all the way down here, and it's really thin plastic and GoBot style visible head, but it's the beginnings of something else, something greater, something better, and I'm sure I can make something out of it, so yay. The light's beginning to fail me now, but here we go. This is Animated Shockwave, who I quite liked in the show. In fact, I really liked him in the show, and I like the look of the toy. But I'm not entirely sure how he works, what way around he goes. I mean, he's supposed to go there or there. I'll have to look up how to transform him at some point. It's a bit of a disappointment, not because of the toy, but because there were two of these on the same table, and this was the cheaper of the two, and the reasons for that became apparent quite soon, because his knees will buckle if you look at them wrong, and he needs touching up in a few areas. That sounds really, really rude. Especially considering that this is Shockwave, the one-eyed purple weapon. This isn't the purple one though, this is the grey one, which is a bit... Now that we're into penis metaphors, calling him grey is just making things worse. A good toy, but for the fact that he's so worn, I'm a bit disappointed and a bit sore. So I haven't really played with him much. Which is a shame. Because doctors recommend you play with your one-eyed purple weapon.